There? Oh my god. Windows updates! So, as I was saying, I have a headache. So I don't know how long I'm going to last on this Thursday Thangs Thursday. I'm going to try to do it every Thursday, right? A full-throated Thangs endorsement. So this is officially a Thangs Thursday. And thanks you for tuning in. So if you want to find Thangs, the 3D print, head over to thangs.com. You see it sponsored in every one of the videos. But, on these days, I figured it'd be nice to just say, all right, I really appreciate Thangs' ongoing support. So you're probably going to see this view more frequently on Thursdays. So I've got a headache. I've fixed the mic problem. The headache is caffeine related, no doubt about that. So I took a couple shots of espresso. Sorry, one shot of decaf espresso, just to see if I could stave it off, because I really feel I've got a caffeine insensitivity. Because I didn't even want to take the acetaminophen with caffeine and aspirin, because I was afraid it was gonna mess with me more. So I got some plain acetaminophen. That didn't help. I'm trying an ibuprofen. That's not really working. So I'm just gonna head out tomorrow and get an NSAID, and hopefully that'll alleviate the issue of the caffeine headache. Something without caffeine. So get your drops in. It looks like the drops are queued. They're queued. Hope everyone had a good day, better than mine. I'll show you a few of the things that I got today, or that came in, as soon as I finish eating one vegan chocolate chip cookie. Because, there may be caffeine in the chocolate chips. There may be. But, at this point, it is what it is. I also have medication. I went to the doctor. I got some, what is it called? Atrix? Something like that? I gotta look at it. I don't know. Some pill that if I start getting flighty and panicky, I can take it and it'll make me drowsy. I'm like, as opposed to the way I am now. So, bottoms up. Vegan chocolate chip. This is dinner. This is good dinner. Dinner should be like this every day. Don't you agree? Oh, R2D2. Printed them yesterday. Oh, I should hold it still. There's a screen grab for you. R2D2 came out well. Better than expected. And so I'm glad to have R2D2 now in my figure collection. And I'm printing, as the Arabesh says, a Scout Trooper today. I don't understand why I should help. Can you join my stream team? Well, Sushi Boy Simon, I'll have to take a look at your streams. How frequently you stream, what you stream, etc. It's a possibility. Boom! The drop is going. Alright? Good luck, everyone. And as you drop and someone lands, I'm going to hold up the next thing I got. We were talking about this last week. And no one landed. An R2D2 Tamagotchi, or a Gigapet. Nice, huh? Pretty cool. And it works. Came with batteries and everything. So now, if Jedi wants a Tamagotchi, I'm like, here, you can raise R2D2. Tiger Electronics. There was also the Rancor, the baby Rancor one. Or just a Rancor one. Panisa? That's the Rancor's name, Panisa? Something like that. Seriously, the original Rancor hasn't Pantessa? One of those two things. I need hand lotion. Oh yeah, no doubt. My hands are, Liz, you missed it, but like, I had like 11 scars on this hand It's not Moochie, unfortunately. No, I'm talking about the original Rancor, not Moochie. The first Rancor from Return of the Jedi. His name is Pantessa or Panessa or something like that. So, you remember the Tamagotchi? You had an egg shape back in the day? Nice. And the batteries were included. They got that? Liz, are you getting these? Am I holding them still long enough? Something not Star Wars related. You might remember a few weeks ago, I picked up the 2 other Masters of the Universe vehicles that I did not have. The first one I originally passed on and went back for. And they've also now just released this one. So I've got a whole Masters of the Universe vehicle collection in Hot Wheels. They're just releasing them one at a time, which is a little frustrating. I'm not sure how many others are going to be released. I don't even remember half of these from the show. So very glad to have found this Battle Ram today. It'll go in that collection. I also got a car. This is the paperwork for the car, part of the paperwork I got to get through. And then, now this was, I'm not going to say it was an impulse buy. These are Playmobil figures, right? The thrifted Playmobil figures here. I'll just hold it up. I'm not going to, which one is easier to see? There we go. So a whole bunch of Playmobil figures that I got thrifting. And originally I passed on them. Like, Jedi's got a lot of these, not a big deal. And then I wandered another direction in the same store and found this. A brand new, still on box Furbaka. It's brand new, never used before. So I got a Furbaka here. Let me go ahead and try to, how does it work? Let me take it out here. And I remember when these were originally released. And I thought, oh, yeah, it's kind of expensive, no big deal. And then later on, I thought to myself, I kind of wish I would have bought that at the time. Battle Ram was Ram Man's vehicle. Oh, fair enough. You'll have to educate me, Sushi Boy Simon. I loved the cartoon. I just don't remember a lot from it. I'm using my R2-D2. Here, I'll take a picture of it. Using my R2-D2 screwdriver, Liz. Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I'm happy with it. It works. So yeah, the car. It's nice. It's all electric. It's different. The trunk is non-existent. Like, seriously. There's no trunk. I mean, there is a trunk, but, like, you can't easily, I mean, you could get to it, but yeah, I guess you do have to remove it. Interesting. I've never had a Furby before. This is my first Furby experience. Yep. You need to take that off to get to the battery compartment, and it looks like we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? Okay, 4 double A's. And so, give me a moment here. I'll hold up the Furby here for Liz to get a Furbaka. So I got this for Jedi. Brand new. We're going to fire it up here. This is the biggest technology news of the day. I've got a Furby. Huge news. Huge news. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to get the batteries. Take these vegan cookies away.
Show me what you got!
So the box was damaged, but the Furby itself seemingly never used. And I got it for free. So, I had store credit, but I also had a $10 coupon. So they said, well, in order to get this, not pay for it, to use your $10 coupon, you had to spend $10. So this was $7, this was $4. So I'm like, all right. So I got some extra Playmobil figures for Jedi. She won't even notice. She'll notice for Baka though. All right, almost there. I don't even know what a Furby's supposed to do. It's awake. What the heck? Jedi's gonna love this. She's gonna love this. I know, I'm enjoying it too. The problem is I gotta... Where's your on-off switch, dude? Where... Okay, how do you... Where's your... Is this the... That's not the instructions. How the hell do you turn off a Furby? They don't have an off switch. No. The thing's gotta have an off switch. Came with the poster. Oh, you can control it with an app. Download the app. For Baka helpful hints. How do you turn it off? Seriously, you can't unscrew it every single time. There is no on-off? No. For real? Hey, go to sleep. Okay, play with Furbaka. Oh, here, to install batteries. Oh my god. Oh, to make it sleep. Pull and hold tail for 10 seconds. Pull and hold tail. Alright. Pull. I gotta make you sleep. Pull and hold tail. It's not sleeping. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I pulled it. Dude. You were supposed to sleep. Huh? I found the off switch. Oh my god. That's like... How do they not have an off switch? Seriously. Like, because then you gotta unscrew it every time? That just seems a little weird. It's just very strange. And it's got this other component here, but is that a stand? Okay. Kind of like a kid, no off switch. Oh my god. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put the batteries close by but I'm not going to keep the batteries in the Furbaka for now. Wait a minute. You let him... Really? This is one of the reasons why I never had one. That would drive me nuts. Drive me absolutely nuts. No on-off switch. Wait, how does it turn? How does it work? I know not, my liege. Alright, Furbaka. Screw you back in. With my R2D2 screwdriver. Alright. Furbaka. In your empty, glassy eyes. That's not creepy. Yeah, baseball bat will fix it. It looks like Liz has clipped the a couple of them here. Let's see what we got. Let's see Liz's clips here. The problem is I gotta... Where's your on-off switch, dude? Oops. Father of a Furbaka. There we go. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz, for the clips and the screen grabs. Don't let it get wet. Wait, this is not... It's not a gremlin. It's not a gremlin. It's a Furbaka. Oh, man, that it's kind of bizarre, though, that it doesn't have an on-off switch. Really bizarre to me. But, you know, I knew Furbies were a thing. And I passed on it because I wasn't going to spend $50 on this thing. At all. No way. But, you know, for $7 and then ended up getting it for free, I'd say it's one hell of a win. Now, that I think was my favorite thing today. The Furbaka. Easily. Like, I mean, there's some stuff. That said, I also have something else that came in. Got it on sale. 50% off. A Black Series Captain Cardinal helmet in a pristine box. Galaxy's Edge from Target, and red First Order Stormtrooper helmet. Like, it's beautiful. $50. They had it on sale. Here, do it this way. They had it on sale for 50% off the other day, and so I got it for 50% off. $100. I'm like, yeah, I'll pass on it. But like, and I didn't on the Black Series Vader. I got that full price. But I passed on this one, as did a lot of people. So when it came up for 50, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get it. I have to get it. I had to. Like, what choice did I have? What was the alternative? Not get it? I don't think so, dude. Star Wars helmet, licensed, $50. Could not pass that up. Am I getting it out of the box? Did I get two? I did not get two. I got just one. Just one. Only one. There could be only one. Oh. And then, let's clip the second one. Seriously. Okay, the first one was good. So yeah, oh, we got to get our drops in. Get your drops in. There's your warning. Nice. Sesam, good job. All right, let's go ahead, reset that drop. Cue the drop. Drop. And, oh, sorry, that was something I need to print. A big raffle for you. Poop for the win. Tell you what. Is that Michael Hokinson? Very good to see it. I think that's it. I think that's what I got today. The Furby was fun. The Captain Cardinal helmet. I probably should take it off. Or take it out of the box. If it fits in a cubby, that's my question. Because, I mean, otherwise, I don't know where I'm going to put it. That's the problem. The box would probably go into the attic. Because I'd hold on to the box. They're cued. They're cued. Get your drops in. Drop and pop, people. Drop and pop. Am I frozen? I shouldn't be. No, I was typing. Definitely not frozen. Get your drops in, people. I had to remember to flip back to the Thangs view. In full view. I saw one thing on Thangs that looked interesting. The Darth Vader, of course. Although I've seen this designer, and I'm not sure how well this would work on my printer. This is definitely more of a resin type of situation, but I love that Vader design. It's really nice. It's a nice Vader design. It's clean. It says it's a pen holder. Ooh, sorry. Okay. The problem with scrolling is that it zooms the whole model in and out. There we go. Now he's staring into your soul. So I saw that, but I don't think it would print well. And then a makeup organizer, which looks interesting. You could use it to like organize pretty much anything. Wouldn't have to be makeup necessarily. Although I don't know what I would use it for. Like I don't have any need for an organizer right now. But it's just another idea of like practical things that you can print you know, easily enough. Found on Thangs, of course. There's hundreds of thousands of organizers. Exactly, RC Maniac. But I honestly, I'm fine with the store-bought ones. We've got a few. We definitely have a few. More than a few, actually. Way more than a few. I've been busy reorganizing stuff lately, too. Recently ran across some rubber bands. Resetting the drop. Queuing the drop. Bang, drop. No worries about being late. Hollywood N3D. I don't know if Liz deposited the screenshots in Cantina. She did. Check out all the screen grabs. Oh, she's got a couple of the screen grabs right now in the Cantina. She got a couple of them, but the highlights there. And the Cantina, of course, over on Discord. You get caught up. You love the empty chair. Pfft. No, I mean, because I didn't see the Tamagotchi or the Masters of the Universe. Or the vegan cookie, maybe? I may have been quick on the vegan cookie, though. Yeah, check them out. That's what you missed. Yeah, Windows 11. Got any decluttering tips? I do. Give me a moment. Windows 11. So, the presentation was interesting. I didn't hear much about their vision. I just heard a whole bunch of marketing speak, and which was fine because that's kind of what it was. They've got some really good stuff under the hood, and specifically for newer PCs. And obviously, you heard of the crossover with Intel and certain technologies that are going to enable users of our product to run Windows even better. The value of Windows, I think, incrementally increased for me today. And I'm very cautious. I want to see nothing but polish. That's it. I mean, when I want to download an app, like, you know, I can choose which apps I download, and I just don't want to see any legacy components inside of Windows in and of itself. So I'm not gonna. No, I don't think Windows 11 is lipstick on a pig. I'm not gonna go that far. I think they've had a challenge, and the design seems to have risen to that challenge. If performance doesn't suffer, and in fact improves, then I would say Windows 11 is a boon. If they don't go far enough with eliminating legacy components from Windows. And I don't mean like the underpinnings. I mean specifically like the old control panel. Kill it. The old dialog boxes. Kill them. Like, it's got to be clean through and through and through and through. So I understand they're going through it. My question is, how far will they go and when will they stop? What is their plan? And I heard nothing about that. I heard nothing about this is a multi-year journey. This is a, you know, this is going to happen. We only now know that we can only expect a Windows release every year moving forward. So it's instead of every 6 months, it's every year. Okay, that's fine. I mean, OS release, we're kind of used to that, yeah, with iOS, Android, Mac OS. You know, the big platforms usually get one update a year, so it's not a big deal. As stated, yeah, I think they're trying to not have too much concrete just in case they need to change stuff. You know, I liked what I saw. I'm like, okay, it's pretty clean, but is it consistent? And if the answer is my answer is because it looks good. I mean, it looks nice. It looks very, very nice. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I'm ready to switch from Mac OS, because remember, I'm very comfortable with Mac OS. I like Mac OS. I genuinely do. It does everything that I'm looking for an operating system. It looks the way I would like it to look. It's clean. I've got it's streamlined. You know, I like Mac OS. The reason I was driven away from Windows is because of the UI mistakes that they were making. The oversight. It was sloppy. By comparison, it was sloppy. They're righting that ship with Windows 11, it seems. I saw the same presentation you did. I have no other insight. But I think it looks good. I'm not going to use any leaked version or anything like that. I may, when they roll out something in beta, I may throw it on a system capable of running Windows 11 just to fiddle with it. Possibly a system that has our DG1 card in it. The old new control panel was a timing thing. I don't care what it was. All I'm saying is that it all legacy components, all from icons to dialogues to system tools, they need to be dumped. Let's move forward. So I'm fine. If you can give me a cohesive language and design around that, great. I don't care what kind of app it is. I don't care if it's a UWP or a PWA or Win32. I don't care. Like, I'm just looking for some kind of consistency, at least at the platform level, and Windows hasn't had that. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I think it's a shot in the arm. I think it's a right step forward. I'm glad they're paying attention to design. A couple of the other things I will say, I don't like Microsoft Teams. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, on Windows, I don't mind it, but generally, Teams also needs to be rebooted in a pretty dramatic way. The client, specifically. I don't care about the back end, because I'm not an administrator. So them introducing Teams in Windows, I don't see a lot of people using it. Maybe corporate will continue to use it, but like families moving to Teams over Facebook or iMessage or WhatsApp, I don't necessarily see it happening. So that was an interesting. The Android apps on the desktop, I thought were, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's kind of a gimmick, and I'm saying that as someone who's been able to run Android apps on the desktop, not through BlueStacks or anything. On the Chromebook, you've been able to run Android apps on the desktop, and I tried it, you know, and even in using the Chromebook, and I'm like, it's not great. So maybe the experience is better. Maybe. I just don't see me necessarily using that feature. It's sure, I guess it's a nice to have, but I don't know. It's a neat feature. I'll give them that. I was like, okay, it's reasonable, right? It's an app. I don't know if that would have me clamoring. Nothing's. There's no impetus apart from I will upgrade to necessarily use Windows any more than I need to use Windows. It's just, I don't know. It's nice, but I'm not a gamer, so a lot of that is lost on me. I mean, it's neat. I like what they're doing with Xbox Game Pass and the direct drive for the faster, solutions for storage, game load times. It's neat. I'm also not a video producer per se. I use OBS on Windows right now to broadcast, and that's fine. That's ample. So yeah, I can't say that there was anything that had me going, ooh, that I've got to use all the time. I don't see it. I don't see it yet. Maybe after using it. I don't know. Future is in play. Do I know when Intel will assign a process to the OS? Oh, if I did, I could not tell you. Sesam asks why not Google Play Store, instead they went with Amazon for the app. Probably because Amazon made modifications, and I think there are certain modifications that have to happen with the Amazon App Store versus Google Play, and my belief is they didn't want to be coupled to Google Play. They didn't want to throw Google on the platform. They've got Android apps, but through Amazon. And Amazon's got the Fire OS, but there's no Google Play services, right? So I think that's largely just keeping Google at bay. And they may have had a relationship with Amazon as well, too. So, I mean, you never know. I'm sorry, I can't, I'm not even sure how to read your comment, RC Maniac. You feel Teams is for corporate business, but they could use Skype since they own that. No, Skype's dead. It's DOA. If I need Android apps, I'll just use my Android phone. I'm like, kind of like, yeah, that's, I mean, I guess a certain utility, this is probably the closest thing where you're ever going to get to an Android tablet, right? Apart from Chrome OS, to run Android apps on a Windows desktop. I don't know. If they could do it, I think it's a great idea. I just don't know how many people are necessarily asking for it or are going to use it. But I'm very glad that they did it, because I think I thought it was a neat idea when Google did it on Chrome OS. I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, certain use cases might be like an app that doesn't have a web interface. or like a social app, right? Like that doesn't have a Windows app, right? So like Twitter, you could run on the desktop, or if there was no Windows app, or Instagram, right? And you get certain features within it. It may not be perfect, and that's the thing is when you port, an app meant to run on something like this over to something that is meant to run on a larger screen, different user paradigm, you're going to end up with certain issues. So. When you purchase a CNC woodworking machine, I want Windows-based only, so I'll use Parallels. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, you just missed it, Krillin. There's too much Google control for Play services. I disagree. I think there's the right amount of Google control. I disagree. Good job, Sushi Boy Simon. Hey, the Midnight Smith. Gonna reset the drop. It's in the queue. Drop and pop, people. Whoa, fix him, dude. Still a low score. Oh, right. That's why Amazon. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Totally get it. Totally understand. What I want from Windows, says OZ, and even Mac OS, be more user-friendly. Hate that my parents at 80 can't use a computer. Oh, so OZ2HD, here's how I solved that problem. I said, use an iPad. That's problem solved. Or, for a while there, when they were using a small Chrome tablet, Diana and Jedi were using Chrome OS. The problem is it got crapped up, and then the Jedi accidentally stepped on the screen. I'm like, I'm not going to replace this. It was $200. Is we're gonna get an iPad. I can somewhat manage the iPad. We won't run into any kind of issues. It'll work for how it needs to work. It'll work. So I think for those types of users, iPad OS is probably the best thing out there for those types of users. Would I say, to someone, oh, you want to do video games and productivity apps and work stuff? I mean, you could use an iPad, yeah, sure, but you may be just as well served with more of a laptop or a desktop with a traditional Windows and or Mac OS platform. But for someone who's 80 years old, might check their email, maybe photo stuff, social media, possibly communications. If it's not a smartphone, then I'd say an iPad more than ample for them. Why can't Windows Mac OS be user-friendly? Because they are many things to many people. That's why. I mean, Microsoft even said that today, right? Gamers, professionals, corporate, hobbyists. Like, it's just, it's appealing to all those people. And so that's how you get Windows, right? And in many ways, Mac OS as well. So you're not going to have simplicity.
The Midnight Smith just resubscribed for 4 months. Hey, 4 months in a row now. Yay.
Thank you, the Midnight Smith. Very appreciated. That's what we got. Dad for Father's Day. He checks email and weather and plays games on his iPad. That's what I'm saying. Anything more than that is overkill. Seriously. Too much flexibility. Too much multitasking. You just need simplicity. And Windows is not simple. Windows is not designed to be simple. Windows is setting out to make things that are complex be more simple. And helping people who have more complex needs accommodate those needs in a better capacity. Windows, I think it's on the right trajectory. I absolutely do. I feel pretty strongly about that and what I heard and what I saw today. As long as they see it all the way through. The UI inconsistencies, at least. I'll be the worst critic on that, I'm sure. Used to work with lifelong learners. They seem most at home with Windows PCs. Yeah, it's legacy stuff. Coda 120. Even my dad. He's like, I guarantee he uses his phone way more than he does his PC. Because legacy. They didn't, quote unquote, grow up with Windows. It's just that's what they first learned on. So it's kind of that familiarity. But those who did not, yeah, I mean, there's a generation who just completely missed it. You see the challenge then? They need to clean it out and bring a new OS, yet at the same time Windows 11 cannot change. Exactly. That's the challenge Microsoft had, and I feel they're at a distance, no insider information. I feel that they seem to be making the right step forward. They're taking design seriously. And that's not something that I thought I would say about Microsoft. That's something I always wanted to say about Microsoft. But if they get the basics cleaned up, eliminate the mishmash, Windows is gonna work for a lot of people. I mean, and that's just Windows. When you start layering on OEM stuff and things on top of it, that's where I start to get a little, oh yeah, Windows is still Windows. I'm a big believer in using what you need, and I don't run a lot of extraneous software that I don't need. And I tend to prefer cleaner software experiences. But remember, I'm a software enthusiast. So, it's true though, I am a software enthusiast. VBA never went away. Oh yeah. I remember the VBA DLLs. You don't care for software as a service? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, I like it. I don't mind it. There are many things that I'm better off on a service. And that doesn't mean I get every service that's out there. Like my car, I guess, or the car that we got, it's going to have some kind of OnStar service. I'm like, I'm not going to pay $50 a month for this. It's not worth it. But, am I going to pay $10 a month, $11, $15 a month to get Netflix? Yeah, because even if I might not be watching something, Jedi might be watching a show that she enjoys. So, yeah, we'll get our money's worth. So I don't mind software as a service. Or down to, I don't have any paid subscription to Office 365 because I wouldn't use it. I'm a Google Docs guy. I'm like, it's just lean, mean, and clean. It's getting leaner, meaner, and cleaner. So, yeah, I think even then, I just assume pay a subscription fee. I don't want to own it. I know that's horrible for a technology enthusiast to say. I'm not a technology enthusiast for one. I'm interested in what technology does, not what it is, or what can be done with it, not what it is. And I tend to fall more into the software category. But even then, just give me access to software. Is it going to? And then I have to decide: is it worth that? Is it worth that price of admission? And more often than not, it isn't. And I'm like, all right, you set your price point. You know your business model. If I want it bad enough, I'll pay for it. That's the way I look at it. You want to buy it and be done for 5 years? I like that kind of license too. But, if they're constantly releasing new services and constantly releasing new value, I guess the price doesn't bother me too much. You have Affinity Photo for my iPad Pro. Love it. Yeah, I don't have Affinity. Besides Boba Fett, I told you earlier I got 2 Death Troopers, Padme, Second Sister, and Admiral Akbar. Really? Wait. The Black Series Death Troopers. Good, because they just released those archive waves. The Padme, unfortunately, they've only released one of her. Second Sister was a good one. Admiral Akbar was awesome. Yeah, you're bringing them in? go. Good job, people. Pop and drop, people. Pop and drop. Thank you, Coda 120. Oh, is that a late fee? Am I Blockbuster now? You love the additional organization options app grouping. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how much I would use that, but it's interesting. You're going to hide Teams icon. Well, of course. I think a lot of people will. More than confident people. Let me put it this way. I don't even want to install Teams on my phone. Not unless and until they reboot that interface. Because it ain't... It's... on iOS and Android, it's not good. Sucker punch to Apple about finance options. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I think that Microsoft needed to do that because it just gives people... It re-centralizes that experience that Microsoft never did, right? Because right now, downloads are everywhere. And you got to go to the web and you got to download some crap app that's not even the legit app. But at least a Windows user knows, oh, I'll just go to the store and search there. And I'm sure there will be bad apps in there, but not to the same degree, right? If you're trying to download, I need to download the latest version of SimpTerm or whatever. And that was an old Telnet client I used. And it probably still exists. SimpTerm? I think that was the name of it. Anyway, I thought that it would be a great way for people to find the apps and know that they're getting the right apps. Getting the official apps versus some third-party crapware download site. You know, so I thought that was pretty big news. Oh, so apparently I'm not the only one who hates Teams. Hollywood N3D does too. Mark H says, our company uses Teams all the time, 6-7 Teams calls a day. Did they say Windows 11 will be a free upgrade? I'm pretty sure it will be. Do I think Microsoft is moving away from the core OS? I doubt it. Like that apps can come from anywhere, but in general, auto keep me updated, etc. All stores are good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like having, I like the Windows Store because it the updates. It's a great way of getting a flow of updates regularly, right? And I like getting the updates. I like knowing that something's updated versus me having to chase things down. Vasokrita 1, first time chat from Vasokrita 1. Thank you. This is the thing that got them in. Team started out okay, then went downhill. Well, they just kept adding things and changing things and didn't re-architect anything. So it's in the need for a paradigm reboot. I think on Windows, it's okay. It's passable on Windows, but like the font scheme is different and the layout option. It's this weird, like, how would I describe it? Like, it doesn't fit. It doesn't seem to go with the rest, and it needs to be redone for performance for sure on every device. Like, Discord, I think, manages Teams better than Teams manages Teams, but that's me. Okay, on to more interesting topics. Larzius asks, what are some declutter tips? Need some advice. Also have trouble getting rid of some of my sentimental clutter. Well, there are many approaches to this. And I enjoy... I don't enjoy having to reorganize, but I enjoy the result. because it's like, that needed to happen, right? I was long overdue. Because the problem is, much like Windows or an app, things get added over time. So, for example, we had a drawer downstairs that was just full of stuff. Like, okay, here's some tools and some stuff that we don't know where it goes and some other things. And I'm like, this is just a mess. So I basically dumped it out. I looked here. I'm like, okay, what's useful? What do we need? What can we use? What do we have to set aside? Eliminated half the garbage. Half of it. I'm like, okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. And then basically reorganized it. I'm like, okay, it's cleaner. So we can get to the things that we're trying to get to faster. So there's no right way of doing anything, but I kind of take an approach, and Liz and I were actually just talking about this today. I take an approach where, oh, hang on, we got a light, sorry. What is it? Red, green, blue, orange. Red, green, blue, orange. It was in. I can't do red, green, blue, orange. I gotta do something on the bottom. Alright, there you go. I guess there. There you go. It's not exactly a rainbow like I normally do, but you asked for that, so. You got the IT job. Oh, awesome. Glad the interview tips help. So, decluttering tips. Dump everything that you're trying to organize into one spot. Some people hate this. I find that, especially if you have a lot of stuff, it does the most amount of good. Because from there, you can start deciding how you're going to organize. And you can start repiling objects. Like, this stuff goes in here, this stuff goes in here, this stuff goes in here, this stuff goes in here. And so, that is ultimately what I believe is going to better serve you. Dump it all out. Dump it. And then from there, reorganize. And you'll quickly learn, like, why do I have this? Why I never use this? Like, and you chuck it, right? So, in terms of sentimental, that's a line that only you are going to be able to ascertain, right? I say don't get rid of something if you feel that you're going to regret getting rid of it. My recommendation is maybe put it somewhere that you can't, that you don't see it. Put it out of sight, out of mind. And if you don't go back to it, I mean, like I said, I go through this cycle. I'm not going to say exactly once a year, but once a year, once every 2 years, and I prune constantly. Last year, we eliminated a lot. It was a constant fight, but change things because they needed to be changed. Our needs changed. And so you have to recognize what it is you need, what it is you want, what it is you use. And I explained to Diana, although I know she did not listen to me. I explained to her, I'm like, don't just move it, improve it. Because otherwise you're just shuffling the chairs on the deck chairs on the Titanic, right? You're still you're making a mess. You're just moving it. You're punting it. You're not solving a problem. And if the problem is declutter, then declutter. Don't just shove it in a drawer. Don't just shove it in a bin. Don't just ignore it. You have to take care of it. So, dump one spot and then reorganize from there. And you may have to do this process several times, or it's not like one and done, right? Because you will accrue things over time. And Lord knows we have. And this is where it becomes a fight. Like, we don't use this. We don't need this. If we need this again, it's $1 at the Dollar Tree. We don't need it taking up space here. And here's why. You have to look at this is why. And no, it has nothing to do with more space for collecting. Although that'd be great. No, a lot of it has nothing to do with collecting space. It has to do with holding on to not trash, not garbage, but holding on to something that gets in the way of the thing that you're looking for. Do you understand what I mean? So, like, if you are always looking for a screwdriver, but you have to crawl over, let's say, 5 or 6 tools that aren't a screwdriver, 5 or 6 tools that you never use, that you have just in case, well, I'm not saying get rid of those tools, but maybe put them somewhere else in a place where there are all the tools that you use just in case, right? And put them there. And, you know, do you use them in 10 years? No. What, might you use them? It's a possibility. But, you know, I'm about to do this with cables, too. I hold on to cables. Sure, I'm like, okay, you never know if you're going to use it. And I'm not saying I'm at the point where I'm going to throw cables away, but oh, I got a stretch. Thank you very much. For sentimental items, taking photos and then giving them to people who can use them helps. Exactly. I love donating. I love donating. After going through your mother's estate, definitely need to declutter and get rid of some stuff. Fix them, dude. I'm telling you. People hold on to stuff, and, you know, you'd think, oh, Chris, you hold on to everything. I do not. So we have an ad at the chat, although right now it's a Thangs Thursday, so we were staying largely on that screen. So we'll stay here for a few minutes. You know, RC Maniac's been working on decluttering, cleanup, trying to keep things in an organized manner so I just don't fill up the space. That's what I'm saying. You have to come up with organization solutions that work. So when Jedi was born, I started thrifting, picked up a lot of toys, a lot in Star Wars stuff, and it was last year. It was everywhere. I mean, it was, and it's like, dude, okay. Diana's like, you know, I wish we could do something. Like, well, what if we got cubbies, right? And I'm like, all right, well, let's do cubbies here, cubbies here. And now our house is covered in cubbies, and I'm grateful for that because it's allowed us to clean up a lot, to organize better, and even down to the point where her toys are bagged in a certain way and managed in a certain way. So it's about eliminating the things that you don't use to get to the things that you do use. It's like having a pantry full of food that you never eat. What's the point of having 20 cans of baked beans if you hate baked beans and you always reach for the pasta? Well, it's an emergency. Okay, well, I get that. It's a backup. But, like, why don't you get a backup food that you actually enjoy and donate that to somebody else who does love baked beans? So you have to understand that. Mark H&NC asked, does that include Star Wars stuff? You can ask Liz. I even mentioned I was on a call with her today. I said, look, I'm even going to be donating some Star Wars stuff. So, yeah. I get what you mean about dumping things out. It's like finding what's most important when you slowly put the things back. That's what I'm saying. And from there, you just got to sort. And, you know, if it helps, get a few boxes, right? Like temporary boxes and, you know, storage boxes, whatever. I don't know how you plan on doing this. But you go from thing to thing and decide, okay, I need this to be here. I need this to be here. I need this to be here, right? And then you go from there. And that's probably the best way to organize just random stuff that would otherwise be clutter. Hey, Set to Build, happy late birthday. Did you say Set to Build? And by the way, shout out to Set to Build. Did you say that you're going to be submitting that Rainbow Millennium Falcon to Lego Ideas? Because that's awesome. Everyone give Set to Build a follow. Another amazing brick builder out here. And I've got some bricks. I'm going to be doing I think this weekend, the Everyone is Awesome set. So I'm really looking forward to that. Very much. Spud In says, when I moved from a 2-story house with 2-car garage, moved into Florida, 4-bedroom home that was so hard to totally understand, went from 2-car garage to 10x10 shed. Yeah, you got to optimize. I mean, I'm grateful that things that we have been manageable. And I keep a closer eye on things now than I have in the past. And I believe, I mean, I don't have to set the organization. I'm just looking for something to stick to. I have no problem if Diana says, okay, here's where something's going. Okay, well, that's where it's going. Like, if that's where you're deciding, that's where it's going to be. So, you know, otherwise, it's just chaos. Where are the scissors? Where are the rubber bands? We had rubber bands. Where did they go? Oh, you don't think you could submit Star Wars stuff to Lego Ideas? That's sad. People also say make piles, one to keep, store, donate, and garbage pile keeps process. Okay, Spud, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Piles. I've done that Time and time again. Time and time again. Not a problem. Sorry, Liz. Did not mean to scream. I was just very, very passionate about rubber bands. You had no idea I was that interested in rubber bands, did y'all? Other organization tips. Stick to it. Don't just move it, improve it. Stick to it, though. There's no point in setting forward in an organization if you're just doing it temporarily and then you're just going to fall back in your old habits. You've got to change your habit. And that doesn't mean, like I said, we've set out, like, okay, this drawer, we're putting this in here. This drawer, we're putting this in here. And the thing is, sometimes those drawers get modified and evolve, right? And at some point, they need to be decluttered because, oh, anything related to a battery goes in this drawer. Anything related to... And so then you look in there and like, dang, dude, there's a lot of weird stuff in here that isn't battery, but it's kind of battery related, but we've got to prune this. So recognizing that you need to do it is the biggest thing, then just doing it. Doing it. You feel so much better. I mean, I've yet to meet anybody who does not feel better with a new, organized, clean... You just know where it's at, right? That's the thing I love about Star Wars, is it's a theme, so it's always organized. It's amazing. To a certain degree, Lego as well. Although Diana has started to set out to organize. She's got a whole bunch of loose bricks in her room, but there's absolutely no rhyme or reason to how they're being organized. I mean, she's got a couple of bags where she's separated by color, which is pretty dang smart. The other day I showed you I got at Home Goods the Lego brick storage containers for like $12 a piece on that massive sale on that. So I got 6 of those just before she left. And so I'm hoping giving her better organizational tools will help the process for her. So yeah, that's, you know, it's important to recognize that you need to do it. Recognize what you enjoy. And this is where in the past, I've collected a lot of things. Oh, your roommate organized by color. Fair. I used to collect, I mean, I've collected a lot over the years. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. And then over time, I just found it kind of floating. Like, I'm never going to use this. I'm never going to wear it. I'm never going to this. And I'll get rid of it. Like, I mean, there's no sentimental value necessarily. There may be some monetary value. But like I've got a Sideshow Collectibles Iron Man, like it's in box. It's not even brand new, or it's not even used. It's not open, but I know it's probably worth about $500. So I've been thinking about selling it on Facebook Marketplace because it's like it's taking up space. Yeah, it's cool, but like I'm not gonna collect. I'm not. This is not my jam. So I have learned that. You know, choosing what I want and enjoy and eliminating the rest. This is one of the reasons why most of what I collect is Star Wars. Not all. I've done the 5 POA thing. It's very limited. I've picked up vintage toys as well. Very limited. Shout out. Thank you to Amish Ace. Did someone say Lego? Yes, indeed. Were your ears burning? RC Maniac, you saw this and haven't looked at it yet? Well, I'm not looking right now. I'm in a video. I'll have to look at it later, though. Maybe pop it into Discord. Yeah? Bang, Discord. That's how I catch up. It's not my bag, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Does it spark joy? That's right. The Marie Kondo. Does it spark joy? Look at... Okay, for example, am I just 3D printing anything? No. Like, no. I'm printing things that either I'm being asked to print by somebody, or I'm printing the thing that I want to print. Because this is the thing that I want to bring into the universe, right? This is the thing that I want. So I'm not just printing something just to do it. And that's why when a lot of people, oh, I'm printing this and I'm printing that. I'm like, if you're into that, that's great. But like, if I'm not, then I feel like I'm not just wasting filament. I'm not just wasting time. It's just like, I really don't, I'm not attached to it. And if I'm going to bring it into my life, I need to be attached to it. Do I organize paper clips? I do not. I've got, like, a drawer organizer over here. And paper clips, see, I've got right here. It's a stress ball. it was in the paperclip organizer and child safety thing, which I no longer need because we're not really putting them back on. But I've got like there's not a lot of stuff in here, but I've got Star Wars paper clips in here. I've got I guess these must have been Star Wars too, but like red paper clips, and then just regular old, silver or aluminum or whatever paper clips. Some what do they call it? These clips, chip clip kind of things. Star Wars is Chewbacca. So, I've got them here. I've got them in one spot. I don't use them all that often. Like back here, I've got, see? Does not spark joy. I've got this, and this is an old iPhone holder, old iPhone 1. And the reason why is because I sometimes I have issue with the my trash can, and so I've used this to push it back in place, and I don't need that anymore. So, because I'll just use a 3D printed coin. I've got some USB drives. I've got like a pen stylus. I've got different, different things here. Like just various and sundry things. So you only organize certain things. It's about placement for you. It's about placement and, no, it's about organization as well. This is, it's just that I don't have, this drawer organizer only has so many slots. So it's like, well, where do I want this? Where do I need this? And then it goes from there. So these are the things that I might use on a regular basis. Or the things I might eat on a regular basis. Forgot I had my vegan Skittles, which are getting stale. That's what happens when you forget. Ooh. Oh, man. Is Diana the same as you? Absolutely not. Okay, drop and pop. Why am I both surprised and not surprised? There are Star Wars paper clips. No, I'll go even one step further. There are Darth Vader paper clips. Another thing that I keep in the paper clips are the SIM ejector tools that I get over the years. Because I use the paper clips for similar things. Right now, I've currently got like a drawer of Jedi coins, which I'm probably going to move. Not to free up space, but now I'm starting to keep a lot of the 3D printed stuff elsewhere. No bottle caps. That I know of, no bottle caps. Second drawer here. Some toys for Jedi. Snacks for Jedi. I also have these paper clips. The Imperial insignia paperclip. These were Star Wars Celebration exclusives. Bespin Mining Company. We're trying to find a Rebel one, a Resistance one that doesn't have. I guess it's just linked. There's the Resistance ones. Oh, I'm sorry. Do it like that. Kind of neat. So yes, there are Star Wars paperclips, but I don't have space in that particular drawer. So I've got various tins in here, although they're empty, so they can move out. So I've got candy in containers. Galaxy's Edge Sporks. They don't sell them anymore, unfortunately. Some lip balm. mints. It's a catch-all drawer right now. So, the reason I'm taking the tins out now is because I've got a new place for it. Not a hot water bottle. I'll stretch. Thank you very much. No rubber duckies. No. Ah. Now you got me wanting to reorganize this drawer, damn it. Down here I've got different things for help. Writing instruments and what have you. Alright, drop and pop, people. By the way, PC users, Sonic is currently free on the Epic Game Store. On the Epic Game Store, I should say. I've even got in here, because I didn't want Jedi to have him so young, or it, but like a Star Wars charm bracelet. It's all tied around though. Necklace? What's the win-loss ratio on the gamble? I'm not sure. We don't mess with it. So this is like a stormtrooper, Star Wars stormtrooper necklace thing. It's just a regular kind of cord. I don't even know where the hell I got this. I'm starting to hold this stuff to the side though, but the bag. Dude, the F did I do with the bag? Oh, it's on my lap. Even the bag is branded though. Love and Madness. Got that over here because I'm like, I don't know when Jedi's gonna. I got Star Wars branded pins in here, office supply stuff. Generally, this is my big office supply, quote unquote office supply stuff, like lip balms, like my Grogu lip balm, Baby Yoda lip balm. You need Star Wars dog tags? We have them. We do have them. Trinkets. I've got some fun little trinkets in here. And just, you know, random stuff. Somewhat random. Like Post-it notes, fidget spinners, trinkets, you know? I'll move those later. I'm going to give these to Jedi. Make sure she gets them. Chris took you in the back end. You decided the odds one night. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the last time we futz with it. We don't mess with it though. I didn't even mess with it the first time. Discord's too disjointed and worse than Teams. I disagree. The only thing that annoys me about Discord is they constantly try to get you to do Nitro. Pop and drop, people. Now, I've printed this one before. It's been a while. I printed this one a long time ago. And I had problems with it. And I ended up breaking piece after piece after piece. With filament that admittedly was more brittle. So, I'm hoping this time around it will be fine. Do I have a computer file containing the inventory of your Star Wars collection? Nope. I see yours. I do not. I do not. And Eclipse Empire, by the way, you let me know, again, if you change your mind. You let me know. I'm at the ready. And besides, if I were to have a quote-unquote computer file, it would not be a computer file. It would be a collaborative document in the cloud. Hey, D-Vader. Still love your handle. Good job, Eclipse Empire. Pop and drop, people. Hey, Squirrel Master. Good to see you. Pop and drop. It's like a shake and bake. You know, for whatever it's worth, my head's doing a little better. Now, here's my problem. I don't know if I don't think it was the ibuprofen. I wonder if it was the decaf. But I don't think it was the vegan cookie. Definitely not the vegan Skittles. Like pop and lock? True, Mark. True dat. I warned you. Woot. Hey, Avaline. Pop and drop. So, thank you, Spud. Thank you for hanging. Appreciate it. Yeah, I saw Avaline last night in DB3D Dan's stream. It's like, oh yeah, she's over there. It was a good raid last night. I like Dan because Dan interacts. He likes chatting. Like, you ask me a question, I'll go on and on and on, and so will he. Ceniup's also a good chatter. But see, if you don't give me a topic, then I'm just like, I'm going to fall back on Star Wars. No problems, Lars Zeus. Good luck with the declutter. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, don't be afraid to change a system if it isn't working for you. And don't be afraid to get rid of something that's no longer working. Like, there are plenty of places to give those things to. Plenty of places to donate. needs change, tastes change. Like our kitchen, for example, like Diana and I ultimately decided, why don't we just go with, we've got Star Wars stuff, yeah, but like white for the plates and the bowls and the dishes and everything. All right, okay, so we eliminated then all the colored bowls and plates and dishes, and just went that route. So it's figuring out what not just the what if, but like what you're actually using now. And that's everyone's gonna have a different threshold for that. I don't think I could help anybody actually declutter or organize their stuff. I don't know, because I'd be like, get rid of it all. All I know is like, okay, here's the system. This is just go with the system. Because if you don't have a system, there's nothing to stick to. Right? There's nothing that you could just adhere to and fall back on. Oops. Alright, drop and pop. Pop and drop. Looks like we're about done with this. Couple more layers. Yeah. Gotta move my Furbaka out of the way. Creepy little... there. Furbaka batteries over here. See, I got my tools over here. Tools, tapes. Got some card games here. Oh, I guess I have some electronics too. Okay, well, solve that problem. And at some point in the future, when I have to like redo things again, things will move. Oh wait, hang on. See, I got a tin, but this tin has got stuff in it. Something for the Star Wars electronic sign. If someone were to ask me to help declutter, I say throw it all away and start fresh. Yeah, I would suck at helping with that. Give me a second. We're gonna drag this over here. Talking to myself. Go ahead and flip back this way over to this view. For real. But it was. No device. The device was connected. It is not now. The funny thing is that it was. Okay. Wow, it's CPU's pegged or something, man. Something's going on with it. Weird. It's something's hitting the CPU or something like that, dude. All right, now let's try this. Boop. Okay. Now my question is, well, that's not bad. Ah, I lost my fingernails. I didn't lose them, I clipped them. Right? Give me a second, let me try this. because there seems to be an issue when I do this, but not when I do this. When I have it running like this, then I think it comes in real time. Okay, yeah, it's closer. I think you actually have to have it running in the view. That's interesting. I'll have to report that bug. Okay. Thank you, Vasakrita. I hope to stay well. You too. Hopefully my headache goes away. Still have a couple more things I want to do tonight. Okay. Now, here comes the part where I fall silent. This is the thing. When it comes to tasks, I try to take care of things. Elsa from Frozen to be cool. True, but all the more reason why I don't print a lot of Darth Vaders in black, because you already see a lot of Darth Vader in black everywhere. But you know, Darth Vader in a pink, you don't see. But yes, it's a good Frozen color. Hence, I think when Liz recommended the snowflakes, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Anything ice. I will do snowflakes, but right now I'm gonna try to jam through these figures. Yeah, one hell of a collection. Because if you're gonna do one in hologram, you might as well do them all. Every one of them. Every one of them. I'd say the hardest part with these is specifically the brim removal. But I still feel I need the brim for adhesion. I suppose I could try one without the brim. But the problem is that one part lifts off. And that's it. That's the end of the trip. hell? Whoa,
B1G
thank you.
underscore Yano rated my stream with 2 viewers.
Thank you, Big Yano. Big Jano. Really appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream. Were you gaming? Were you chatting? Were you 3D printing? What were you doing there, Big Jano? Welcome aboard, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that stream and that you enjoy this one. We are at the point where we've got some drops queued. So feel free to do a bang drop if you want to join the next drop. And I am removing the brim from the latest Star Wars hologram figure print. This is my first, hopefully, no, it's not my first Scout Trooper print. I've done this one before, but it was not with the good, the filament was not good for this particular thing. So hopefully this will be my first successful print of the Biker Scout or Scout Trooper. Okay, that's easy enough. Legs are easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Work there. I could even print off his weapon, which I'm probably not going to do. Thank you, Airwolf. Learning to move fast. I wonder why he did it this way. I wonder if it was because of supports or something. Okay, there's that. Now, I gotta make sure I get the legs aligned just right. That's the back, so this is the front. So then I'm gonna probably need to heat this up a bit. Yeah. So Big Jana, what were you doing? Doesn't work. Oh yeah, we need to do it a little more then. Right. Ow. Whoever hacked it had bought a bunch of random PC games, so we decided to try out a few. Whoa, cool. Nice. Hopefully this worked. Yes. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Same piece. But that's not... That doesn't make any sense. Hang on, I gotta take a deeper look here, but is that... That okay, so I guess it was backwards then. Okay. Weird. Did not know that. Okay. A little concerned about one of these legs being on a bit loose. Maybe when it dries it'll be better. Well, that was a major screw up. Boy, this is the second time I've had problems with this model. Crap. Ugh. Really? Alright, it's the second time I had problems with this model. Different places. I may have to reprint this leg here. Because that piece broke off. Oh man. And I don't know which. Yeah, I'm gonna want to glue that anyway. Alright, well, guess kind of messed that up. Yay. Let's do the arms first. No, I'm definitely gonna have to reprint. There's zero doubt. I will not have to do the arms again though. So that's good. Yeah, it just doesn't. Because I'll have to glue one of these in, but the question I have now, that the leg snapped, is which one? Okay, so this one's fine. And then that one's okay. Let me look here. Boots. Oops. Legs. Oops. I'm going to try this without a broom. It's going to take a while, a lot longer than I need. Or than I can handle. Oh, shit. I'm really concerned that the legs won't go back on, but it's okay. Here we go. Anything worth doing. Alright, so that was mostly fine, minus the snap, destroying both things, so I'm going to have to glue the other one, I think. I'm reprinting the other parts now, and hopefully, I'm trying to fix the leg portion of it. So I'm gonna glue these. Alright, everybody. I hesitate to put anything else into place until I can get these legs in. Exit out of there. As I said, I've been rocking a headache. So, I'm gonna basically call it an early night. I went an hour longer than I thought I could. But I do have a headache. And so thank you for joining, thank you for being here. I wanted to be able to complete this, but apparently that did not happen. It did not want to happen. I will have it, just like I did the R2D2, I hopefully will have it done tonight. Thank you, Sushi Boy Simon. And Sushi Boy Simon, you were saying you're also a streamer, yeah? Do you stream? If it's like largely interactive stuff, like makey game, not even gamey, but like, you know, just you really like interacting and chatting, those are the types of nerds and geeks we go to. Let's see here, what do we got? Let's head over to the main screen. Director Chronic is playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Brit. Been a while since we did Brit. Inked Serpent. Didn't someone recommended Inked Serpent, I think. And then Cenia, we've rated him a few times though. Emma Serendipity, she's studying science. Yeah, she's doing homework on Twitch. I'm inclined to say Brit. That's who I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're doing Brit. Right there. Gonna go ahead and get that raid going. Yeah, Avalon, I hope I'm feeling better too. It's the caffeine headache. I know what it is. It's just, yeah, I've been going through it. I'll be better. I'll be fine. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for everybody's support. Thank you very, very much for being here. I'm gonna head out. Thank you once again. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Thank you for all the drops. Get your Perillo Raider emotes ready. Boop, 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 boop. Just like that. And we're going to be Tusken raiding Sith Lord Brit. I will see you again tomorrow night. Hopefully without a headache. In 3, 2, 1.
Already, but then I put 2 and 2 together when I started watching these videos. Yeah, they're friends in printing videos that I had already seen a bunch, but then I met him and knew him. He was great. Oh, hey Chris, how's it going?
I have a headache.
It's a Wade.